Nah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today is our last lecture of bones and joints. And today we discuss the most important tumors of bone. So, as you know, the bone tumor is divided into three categories: bone forming tumor, cartilage forming tumor, and their malignant counterpart, and the tumor with unknown histogenesis. So, first of all, the bone forming tumor, and the first one is the osteoma. Osteoma, as the name indicates, it is a benign lesion, mostly encountered in head and neck, present in middle age. Solitary with single, slowly growing, hard exophytic means, as you know, there is a outgrowth out of the surface. Mass on a bone surface. On histological examination, osteomas are recapitulate cortical type bone and are composed of mixture of woven and lamellar bone. As you know, the difference between the woven and lamellar, in lamellar, these are the straight and a uniform matrix of the bone. But woven, there is no, they are not uniform, they are in haphazard way. So these osteomas are composed of a mixture of woven and lamellar bone. They are not locally aggressive and do not undergo malignant transformation. So osteoma is benign lesion है, mostly head and neck पे होता है, present in middle age, solitary है, slowly growing है, hard एक्सोफाइटिक है, और अगर हम हिस्टोलॉजिकली देखें तो वो जो है उसके अंदर जो है वो मिक्सचर है वोवेन और लेमिनर बोन का, और दे आर नॉट aggressive type of the tumors. Now the second one is the osteoid osteoma and osteoblastoma. These are two tumors, osteoid osteoma and osteoblastoma. These are also benign neoplasm with very similar histological feature. So due to this, we discuss in single topic. Both appear during teenage years and 20s with a male predilection 2:1 for osteoid osteoma. Osteoid osteoma जो है ज़्यादातर mostly जो है वो males के अंदर होता है as compared to the female. Osteoid osteoma arise beneath the periosteum or within the cortex in the proximal femur and tibia or posterior spinal element. ये जो है वो osteoid osteoma की important या most important sites हैं या common sites हैं. Proximal femur यानी कि femur का upper part, tibia and posterior spinal element, and less than 2 centimeter in diameter. Localized most important clinical features हैं या symptoms हैं, pain है, most severe at night and usually relieved by aspirin. Now, as you know, the second is the osteoblastoma is larger, arise most often in the vertebral column. They also cause pain. It is often more difficult to localize and it is not responsible to aspirin. Histological feature जो है वो उसके osteoid osteoma और osteoblastoma के सेम है, लेकिन इनकी प्रेजेंटेशन डिफरेंट है, साइट डिफरेंट है. साइट जो है उसकी जो है वो फीमर है या स्पाइनल कॉर्ड का है, इस पे भी वर्टिब्रल कॉलम है, लेकिन ऑस्टियोब्लास्टोमा के पेन को लोकलाइज करना या पॉइंट करना डिफिकल्ट है एज कंपेयर टू द ऑस्टियोमा. ऑस्टियोमा's pain is a response to the aspirin or relieved by aspirin, but osteoblastoma show no response to the aspirin. Morphologically, when we see these two tumors on gross examination, both are round to oval masses, hemorrhagic, gritty appearing. Tan tissue, tan means the color is slightly tan. A rim of sclerotic bone is present at the edge of both type of tumor. Sclerotic means you know that there is a dense type, hard type bone is present on the side of the tumor. So these are round है, oval है, hemorrhagic है, show hemorrhage, gritty appearing है, और rim जो है the surrounding bone is sclerotic. Microscopic examination, both neoplasm are composed of interlacing trabeculowoven bone. surrounded by osteoblasts. As I have told you, woven bone में जो है वो randomly होते हैं और lamellar में uniform उनके trabecules होते हैं. तो ये जो है these both neoplasm composed of interlacing trabeculae of woven bone, यानी कि uniform नहीं है, randomly interconnecting है, and surrounded by osteoblasts. So matrix is surrounded by osteoblast. Osteoblast is the bone forming tumor. Intervening stroma is loose vascular connective tissue containing variable number of giant cells. As you see in this picture, these pink color show the matrix, bone matrix, which is woven bone. And as you know, the purple color, these cells are osteoblasts, which surrounding the this pink color is the matrix, woven bone, and it is surrounded by the osteoblast. And you know the stroma, which is present beneath, in between these bony trabeculae, is loose, and they contain many blood vessels. As you know, this red color or the pinkish appearance is the blood vessels. So intravenous stroma is loose, vascular, contain many blood vessels, and variable number of the giant cell. But giant cell is not seen in this picture, but we can see the presence of the bony matrix, trabeculae surrounded by osteoblast. We also see the blood cells, hemorrhage, and vascular connective tissue. This is the histology of osteoblastoma. Now you can see the osteoid osteoma cross picture. More than 3/4 of the lesion are found in the long bone or near a cortex. As you can see, it is circular oval type of the lesion, and we see on the radiograph, not by naked eye. This is the osteoblastoma. Geographic lesion. Geographic lesion means जिसकी जो outline है वो बिल्कुल circumscribed हो और बिल्कुल clear हो, तो उसको in the radiographic language we called as geographic lesion with mild surrounding sclerosis. Sclerosis, the bone in the neighboring surrounding the tumor is somewhat sclerotic type. So this is the osteoblastoma. Now the second is the osteosarcoma. These three, osteoma, osteoid osteoma, osteoblastoma, are the benign tumor, and their malignant counterpart is osteosarcoma. These are also bone producing malignant mesenchymal tumor. Most common primary malignant tumor of bone, 20% जो है वो ये है osteosarcoma. Occur in all age group, but 75% of patients are younger than 20 years of age. Men are more commonly affected than women, about 1.6:1 ratio. Men are more commonly affected. Male patients are more as compared to the female. Mostly tumor arises in the metaphyseal region of the long bone of the extremity. 60% knee joint. Knee joint में क्या होगा? Lower end of the femur and upper end of the tibia and fibula. 15% around the hip joint, 10% shoulder, and 8% in the jaw. But the most important side is knee joints, lower end of the femur and upper end of the tibia and fibula. Now how it is shown morphologically: gritty appearing, gray-white tumor exhibiting hemorrhage and cystic degeneration. Tumor frequently destroy the surrounding cortices, यानी कि cortex को ये destroy कर देता है, producing soft tissue masses. When they arise, they destroy the cortex and produce a mass over the bone. They spread extensively in the medullary cavity. Not only they destroy the cortex or the surface, they also destroy the medullary cavity inside of the bone, infiltrating and replacing the marrow, but infrequently penetrating the epiphyseal plate or entering the joint. So these are mostly only they involve the cortex, they involve the medullary canal, but they do not spread to the epiphyseal plate, growth plate, or infrequently enter the joint space. Now, the histologically, what we see in osteosarcoma, tumor cell vary in size and shape. As you know, this is the feature of the malignant tumors. They are pleomorphic, not uniform in size and shape, and large hyperchromatic nuclei. bizarre, yani unusual type of the tumor giant cell and mitotic figure. As you know, the important feature of the malignant cells are they are pleomorphic, they contain hyperchromatic nuclei, they also contain tumor giant cell, and mitotic figures are very much important, and it shows the excessive division, excessive growth of the cells. Now, production of mineralized or unmineralized bone. Unmineralized bone को क्या कहते हैं? Osteoid. By malignant cell is essential for diagnosis. यानी कि they produce bone. As I have told you, these are bone forming tumor. Osteoma, osteoid osteoma, osteoblastoma, osteosarcoma. All these produce the bone. So neoplastic bone is coarse and lace-like. ये जो lace होती है, lace-like deposited in broadsheet की तरह in between cells ये bone जो matrix है वो present होगा. Cartilage in fibroblastic differentiation can be present. Vascular invasion is common. They not only invade the cortex, they not only invade the medullary, they also invade the vessels which are present in the neighborhood. Pathogenesis, several mutations are associated with osteosarcoma. RBG, retinoblastoma gene, mutation occur in 60 to 70% of the tumors. As you know, retinoblastoma gene is the tumor suppressor gene. So when there is a mutation of these genes, these causes the excessive division, excessive cell growth. Person with hereditary retinoblastoma have a 1,000-fold greater risk for the development of osteosarcoma. So the chances the patient with retinoblastoma have increased chances of developing osteosarcoma. Osteosarcoma frequently exhibit mutation in TP53. ये भी जो है वो सेल ग्रोथ से जो है related and in genes that regulate the cell cycle, including cyclin dependent kinases and kinase inhibitors. All these genes are related with the growth of the cell. So when there is a mutation, there is a excessive growth, excessive division. खास तौर पे जो mostly the cyclin dependent kinases causes the increased cell division. So when there is a mutation in tumor suppressor gene, when there is a mutation in those genes which regulate the cell cycle, so there is a excessive growth. Clinical feature manifest as painful enlarging mass, mostly pathological fracture. As I have told you, the fracture which occurred due to the underlying disease, it is called as pathological fracture. So pathological fracture can be the first sign. Radiographic imaging show a large, destructive, mixed lytic and blastic mass with indistinct infiltrating margin. Lytic or blastic माने क्या? Lytic means their bone is resolved, bone is destroyed. Blastic means that this destroyed area is filled by different type of the cell. So lytic and blastic. Lytic means destroy and blastic means there is a this gap is filled by with different types of the cell. So this radiograph show destructive lesion, and also this mass, this area of growth is filled with different type of the cell. Tumor frequently break through the cortex and lift periosteum, resulting in reactive periosteal bone formation. When the tumor is produced, it separate the cortex from the periosteum and uplift the cortex. So triangular shadow on X-ray film between cortex and breast periosteum. इसको कहेंगे the important sign Codman triangle या Codman's triangle भी कहते हैं. It is the characteristic of this osteosarcoma. कैसे बनता है कि जब there is a raising of the separate the cortex and the periosteum and uplift the periosteum, due to which a small gap or triangular type, somewhat not the exact triangle, somewhat triangular area is developed, and this triangular area is called Codman triangle, and this is the characteristic feature of osteosarcoma. Tumor is spread hematogeneously. 10 to 20% of patients have pulmonary metastasis. Mostly they involve the lung. Now you can see the picture. Histology of osteosarcoma, as I have told you, abnormal mitosis, which is the characteristic feature of most of the malignant tumors. bizarre hyperchromatic nuclei. You can see the nuclei are of different shape, not the with similar shape. Osteoid deposition, lace line. जो ये pink आपको नजर आ रहा है with variable size or like the fiber, these are osteoid deposition, unmineralized bone. So this is the histology of osteosarcoma. Now you can see other pictures. Osteosarcoma. Another picture. Now you can easily see this pink color, which are run haphazardly. These are the bone matrix or osteoid, and these are surrounded by the sarcoma cells. You can see the variable amount of bone is produced. So because they are bone producing tumor, osteosarcoma. Now you can see the Codman triangle. A small triangle, somewhat look like triangle, due to the tumor separate the connection between the periosteum and the cortex. A small triangle area is developed, which is called as Codman triangle. Soft tissue extension, and this is the gross picture of osteosarcoma. Now you can see another picture of osteosarcoma, and along with you can see the radiographic picture, X-ray picture of the osteosarcoma, how it appear in radiograph. Now, after the bone producing tumor, the second variety is the cartilage producing tumor. Number one is benign tumor is chondroma. Are benign neoplasm of hyaline cartilage. When they arise within the medulla, they are called as inchondroma. When they are on the bone surface, they are juxtacortical chondroma. So chondroma are divided. There are two varieties, two types of chondroma. When they are on the surface, they are called as juxtacortical chondroma. When they arise within the medullary cavity, they are called inchondroma. So chondroma have two varieties, two types, inchondromas and juxtacortical chondromas. Now the chondromas usually are diagnosed in person between the age of 20 and 50 years, solitary and located in the metaphyseal region of tubular bone. Mostly the short tubular bone of hands and feet. Mostly कहाँ पर होता है? Short tubular bone of hand and feet में नजर आते हैं और metaphyseal region में. Not the diphyseal, not the epiphyseal, metaphyseal region of the tubular bone. Mostly the short tubular bone of hand and feet. Now the two diseases in which we see the chondroma. Chondroma can occur without these diseases, but two important diseases. Ollier disease is characterized by multiple chondromas involving one side of the body. They involve the one side of the body, they involve the one side of the bone. So Ollier disease is also characterized by multiple chondromas involving one side of body. Now the second is the Maffucci syndrome, is characterized by multiple chondromas associated with soft tissue spindle cell amenorrhea. Ollier disease में जो है वो इसकी क्या वो है मल्टीपल कॉन्ट्रोमा थे बट दे इन्वॉल्व द वन साइड ऑफ द बॉडी. Maffucci syndrome में जो है क्या है characterized by multiple chondroma associated with soft tissue spindle cell amenorrhea. Now the pathogenesis of chondroma. Chondromas occurring in Ollier disease and Maffucci syndrome contain point mutation in either isocitrate dehydrogenase or isocitrate dehydrogenase 2 that create a new enzyme activity. As you know, these are the two important enzymes which involved in the citric acid cycle. So the pathogenesis is there is a mutation in these genes which control the isocitrate dehydrogenase or isocitrate dehydrogenase 2. Morphology: gray blue, translucent nodule, smaller than 5 cm in greatest dimension. On microscopic examination, well circumscribed and composed of hyaline cartilage containing cytologically benign chondrocyte. Sometimes it is difficult to differentiate between the normal cartilage and chondromas. So mostly they contain the cartilage chondrocyte, they contain the hyaline cartilage matrix, and they contain the chondrocyte which reside within the lacunae. At the periphery there is a ossification, while the center frequently calcifies and dies. Periphery पे क्या होगा? The cartilage undergo ossification and produce bone, or the center of the tumor is calcified and sometimes die. Now, clinical feature mostly detected as incidental finding. As I have told you, mostly they can't produce any symptom. Occasionally, they are painful or cause pathological fracture. On X-ray, unmineralized nodules of cartilage produce well circumscribed oval lucences surrounded by thin rim of radio-dense bone. कैसा होता है कि जो अनमिनरलाइज पार्ट है, अनमिनरलाइज नोड्यूल है कार्टिलेज का, they appear like a nodule or lucent area, and this lucent area is surrounded by thin rim of the bone, so appear as a ring, and this ring is called O-ring sign, like the Corbin triangle in chondroma. O-ring sign, that the lucent nodular area of unmineralized area is surrounded by radio-dense bone or a thin rim of the bone. So it appears like a ring. It is called as O-ring. Calcified matrix manifests as irregular opicities. Solitary chondromas rarely undergo malignant transformation. Now you can see the picture. Now you can see the picture. At the upper right side, you can see this cartilage undergo ossification. It becomes very much thin. And here you can see the matrix, hyaline matrix, and they contain the cells which reside within the lacunae. And it is a benign tumor of the hyaline cartilage. Now the second is cartilage producing tumor is the malignant chondrosarcoma, malignant connective tissue tumor whose cell manufacture and secrete neoplastic cartilage matrix. Subclassified according to site as you know in the chondromas, intramedullary and juxtacortical. When they are on the surface, they are called as juxtacortical. When they are within the medullary cavity, they are called intramedullary. Most patients are at the age of 40 or older. ये ज़्यादातर older patients होता है. Men affected twice as frequently as women. So male preponderance. Morphology, conventional chondrosarcoma most common जो होता है arises within the medullary cavity, यानी juxtacortical कम होता है, intramedullary chondrosarcoma जो है वो ज़्यादा होता है. Of the bone to form an expansile glistening mark that erode the cortex. When they arise within the medulla, they erode the cortex, they destroy the cortex. It is composed of malignant hyaline and myxoid cartilage. Myxoid chondrosarcoma are viscous and gelatinous in consistency, and the matrix oozes from the cut surface. Matrix की production it's so much that it is when we cut, it oozes from the cut surface. Adjacent cortex is thickened or eroded. यानी कि जो neighboring cortex होगा वो भी destroy हो जाएगा और eroded by the chondrosarcoma. And tumor grow with broad pushing front into narrow spores और surroundings of it. तो इसका दो important feature होते हैं chondrosarcoma के. एक तो as you know that the first important feature of a malignant tumor is hypercellularity. So it is hypercellular, and the second most important feature of this chondrosarcoma that it involve, it erode, it infiltrate the neighboring structure. वो fibers हो सकते हैं, कोई neighboring soft tissue होती है, तो इसकी जो है वो there is a initially or in the earlier phase they invade the neighboring structure. Tumor grade is determined by सेल्युलरिटी, डिग्री ऑफ साइटोलॉजिकल एटीपिया एंड माइटोटिक एक्टिविटी. वही मैंने आपको जैसे कि बताया है कि हाइपर सेल्युलर होते हैं, साइटोला एटिपिकल टाइप ऑफ द सेल, दे आर नॉट रिजेंबल टू वन अनदर, एंड माइटोटिक एक्टिविटी. लो ग्रेड ट्यूमर मे बी डिफिकल्ट टू डिस्टिंग्विश फ्रॉम कॉन्डोमा, यानी कि वो लुक लाइक कॉन्डोमा. हाई ग्रेड लीजन कंटेन प्लियोमॉर्फिक कॉन्ड्रोसाइट विद फ्रीक्वेंट माइटोटिक फिगर. नॉर्मली जो है एक लेक्यूनी में एक कॉन्ड्रोसाइट होते हैं, लेकिन इसके अंदर जो है वो वन लेक्यूनी कंटेन मैनी सेल्स. सो हाइपरसेल्युलरिटी, mitotic figure, atypical type of the cells, and the presence of the matrix. Clinical feature commonly arise in pelvis, shoulder, and ribs. Chondrosarcoma rarely involve distal extremities. Mostly they involve the hand or mostly they involve the upper leg. Manifest as painful, progressively enlarging mass. Slowly growing low-grade tumor causes reactive thickening of the cortex. Reactive thickening, when there is excessive growth, they destroy the cortex. There is a reactive, as you know, the bone is destroyed and there is a remodeling of the bone. So when they destroy the cortex, there is a reactive cortex is produced, reactively periosteum is produced. So they causes the thickening of the cortex. More aggressive, high-grade neoplasm destroy the cortex and form a soft tissue mass. More रेडियोल्यूसेंट the tumor, the greater the likelihood that is high grade. जितना रेडियोल्यूसेंट होगा उतना ही वो हाई ग्रेड ट्यूमर होगा, उतना ही एग्रेसिव होगा, उतना ही मैलिग्नेंट होगा. Most conventional chondrosarcomas are low grade with 5-year survival rate 80 to 90%. Grade 1 tumor rarely metastasize, whereas 70% of grade 3 tumor disseminate. वही ग्रेड 1 ट्यूमर ज्यादातर मेटास्टेसाइज नहीं होते, लेकिन जैसे जैसे ग्रेड बढ़ता जाएगा, एज द ग्रेड आर इंक्रीज, एटिपिकल टाइप ऑफ द सेल इज इंक्रीज, mitotic figure is increased, they are mostly disseminate or mostly in earlier stages they involve the surrounding structure. Tumor larger than 10 centimeter, more aggressive than small. Chondrosarcoma metastasize hematogenously, mostly to the lung and skeleton. So now you can see the picture. This is the chondrosarcoma. You can see in one lacunae you contain two chondrocyte, two nuclei are present. You can see also the mitotic figure is present. There is a hyperchromatic nucleus, dark purple in color, and there you can see the nuclei in some nuclei. Another picture. Here you can see it is at lower magnification. You can see the matrix and you can see the pink color. This is the invasion of the cartilage by cartilage into the neighboring structure, into the surrounding soft tissue or the fibers. So you can see the invasion and you can see the hypercellularity. It contains many cells. This is the another picture of chondrosarcoma in which you can see the invasion into the fibrous tissue. Now the giant cell tumor, osteoclastoma. ये जो है ये giant cell tumor और जो है ये unknown histogenesis है, distinctive neoplasm with uncertain histogenesis. वो जो थे osteoid, osteoma, osteoblastoma bone producing tumor थे, chondroma and chondrosarcoma cartilage producing tumor था. Giant cell tumor या osteoclastoma benign tumor है, distinctive neoplasm with uncertain histogenesis. Tumor arises in the epiphysis of the long bone close to the articular cartilage, यानी कि near the joint area. Common sites of involvement are lower end of femur, upper end of tibia, lower end of radius, and upper end of fibula. Occur in patients between 20 and 40 years of age. Clinical feature at presentation include pain, especially on weight bearing, वजन उठाने, and movement during the weightlifting, and swelling and pathological fracture. The fracture which occur due to the underlying disease. So the most important feature is the pain on weight bearing during the movement, swelling of the joint, the swelling of the related bone, and pathological fracture. Radiologically, giant cell tumor appear as large, lobulated osteolytic, the bone destroying type of the lesion at the end of an expanded long bone with characteristic soap bubble due to the destruction. Lytic is occur, so they appear as the bubbles like appearance. Morphological feature, gross feature, eccentrically located in the epiphyseal end of the long bone. As I have told you, near the articular surface, near the joint, which is expanded. Tumor is well circumscribed, dark tan, and covered by a thin shell of subperiosteal bone. Cut surface of tumor is hemorrhagic, necrotic, and honeycombed appearance. Due to the hemorrhagic cyst, they appear as honeycomb due to a focal areas of cystic degeneration. So on microscopic examination, due to the lysis, you can see the soap bubble, and when we see grossly, we see the cystic generation, which is resembled like the honeycomb. Histological feature, presence of large number of multinucleated osteoclast like giant cell is scattered throughout the stromal mononuclear cell. Giant cells contain as many as 100 nuclei. These cells have very high acid phosphatase activity. इसकी वजह से इसको कहते हैं giant cell tumor. Stromal cells are the mononuclear cells and the real tumor cells. Real tumor cells कौन से? जो mononuclear cell है जो stroma में present है और they also contain giant cells. But the name is given giant cell tumor. Or mostly they causes the lysis, so it is called osteoclastoma. They are uniform, spindle-shaped or round to oval cell with numerous mitotic figure. Stroma contain scanty collagen content, rich vascularity, areas of hemorrhage. Now, biological behavior, 40 to 60% of them reoccur after removal, sometime after few decades of initial treatment. So it is dangerous one that after few years, not only the few, after few decades, it can reoccur. 4% cases result in distant metastasis, mainly to the lungs. Now you can see the picture. You can see the honeycomb appearance, hemorrhage, homogeneous fibril reddish brown masses, variegated appearance, blood-filled areas. As I have told you, the hemorrhage is necrosis. Now you can see this is the soap bubble appearance. You can see the light air areas, which is due to the lysis of the bone. This is the soap bubble appearance of the giant cell tumor, which appear on the radiograph. Now you can see the microscopy and histology of the giant cell tumor. You can see the giant cell, which contain many nuclei and it contains scanty stroma, but they are filled with giant cells. So the name is given giant cell tumor. It is a benign tumor, but this benign tumor is more aggressive than the benign as compared to the other benign tumor. Now you can see another picture of giant cell tumor. You can see the mononuclear cell, and you can also see the many giant cells which contain many nuclei. Now the last tumor is the Ewing sarcoma and also the primitive neuroectodermal tumor. Primitive neuroectodermal and Ewing sarcoma is called as also the peripheral primitive neuroectodermal tumor. Highly malignant, small round cell tumor occurring in patients between the age of 5 and 20 years with female preponderance. Among all these tumors, this is mostly occur in female and mostly occur between the age of 5 to 20 years. Its origin from primitive neuroectodermal cell. Neuroectodermal is the part of the ectoderm which produce the central nervous system. So these are also produced by these neuroectodermal cells. Ewing sarcoma include 3 variants: classical या skeletal Ewing sarcoma, soft tissue Ewing sarcoma, primitive neuroectodermal tumor जिसको कहते हैं PNET. 3 are linked together by a common neuroectodermal origin and by a common cytogenetic translocation abnormality. इन सब की जो abnormality है वो सेम होती है और ये सारे जो है वो कहलाते हैं primitive neuroectodermal tumor. Skeletal Ewing sarcoma arises in the medullary canal of the diaphysis or metaphysis. Common sites are shaft and metaphysis of the long bone, particularly femur, tibia, fibula, hummerus. ज़्यादातर long bone होता है. Clinical features include pain, tenderness, and swelling of the affected area, accompanied by fever, leukocytosis. WBCs का number increase and elevated ESM. X-ray examination reveal osteolytic lesion with patchy subperiosteal reactive bone formation, producing characteristic onion skin radiographic appearance. How? As you know, it is the lytic type of the region. It destroys the bone. So reactive bone formation is occur. And this reactive bone formation is a concentric circumscribed presence of the bone in layers like the onion. As you see the onion skin which contain many layers, likewise in this bone you see the circumscribed concentric periosteal bone formation. So in X-ray we see this onion skin radiographic appearance in Ewing sarcoma. Morphological feature, gross feature क्या है? Located in the medullary cavity and produces expansion of the affected diaphysis or metaphysis. Mostly it occur metaphyseal or diphyseal flow. Epiphyseal का नहीं होता. Often extending into the adjacent soft tissue. Tumor is gray white, soft and friable. Histological feature: tumor is divided by fibrous septa into irregular lobule of closely packed tumor cell. Tumor cell arranged around capillaries forming pseudo rosette. यानी कि they are circumscribely arranged and they produce in the center there is a capillary, there is a blood vessel, and they are surrounded by the cell. It is called as the pseudo rosette. Tumor cells are small and uniform, resembling lymphocytes, having ill-defined cytoplasmic outline, scanty cytoplasm, and round nuclei with frequent mitosis. Round cell or small blue cell tumor. Cytoplasm contains glycogen that stand with periodic acid shift reaction. There may be areas of necrosis and acute inflammatory cell infiltration. So the important microscopic feature is that they contain centrally the vessel, and which is surrounded circularly surrounded by the cell. It appears as the rosette, the pseudo rosette appearance. Biological behavior: metastasis by hematogenous route to the lung, liver, and also it involved the other bones and brain. And 5-year survival rate is 40 to 80% with radio and chemotherapy. Radio chemotherapy के साथ जो है 5-year survival rate is 40 to 80%. Now you can see the picture. Now you can see there in the center there is a capillary which is surrounded by the cells. Concentric appearance. This is the pseudo rosette appearance. Histology of Ewing sarcoma. Now it is completed. Thank you.
Question.
बेटा कोई क्वेश्चन हो तो आप लोग पूछ सकते हैं. You can ask if you have any question. Today our the bone and joint chapter is completed. Beta, any question? Today we have completed our bone and joint chapter.